The athlete gets a good knee drive. The knee is at a 90-degree angle which helps drive the body upwards. The arm also swings above the head to help drive momentum for the jump.
As soon as the athlete takes off, she leans in towards the high jump bed. This gives her less time to get into the right position to clear the bar. When going over the bar, the head and the feet are higher than the rest of the body. This causes her to go over in a seated position. The knee that drives up stays in the same position, resulting in her going over the bar sideways. As the knee does not move, it doesn't allow the hips to turn away from the bed. So therefore, she is not getting the bend over the bar. The major fault identified is low hips on clearance. The reason we chose this fault is because it's the main weakness of the jump. Because the hips are too low, she is in a seated position and it's impossible for the jumper to attain the appropriate position. If we improve this, then the athlete will be able to curve around the bar and better her performance as a result.
Lots of low hips are the feet and the head are high, making it harder for the athlete to clear the bar. The hips are also too low, so the back is unable to curve around the bar. Head are below the hip, allowing her to bend around the bar. The hips are pushed forward so that she can curve around the bar.
As you can see on the screen, when you're jumping high jump, the centre of gravity is below the bar, which is what allows you to bend around the bar. Looking at both athletes on the screen, you can see that the athlete on the right has a nice rounded shape, which allows her to curve around the bar. Her feet and her head are below the hips, which is what allows her to get that curve. Whereas the athlete on the left, her hips are low, which is due to her head and her feet being higher than the hips, which does not allow her to get that curve around the bar. For the first drill, there will be 3 crash mats piled on top of each other. The athlete will stand with their back to the mats and try and jump as high as possible with their back landing on the mats and their feet dangling off the side. This gets them to practice the curving position that they should get when they go over the bar. After they've done this and they feel comfortable with doing so, they may progress to the next step. This is taking one of the mats off of the pile and doing the same process again, but now they have to think about getting their hips up and it'll be a bigger drop, which gets them used to that when doing competition. For the next drill, there will be a high jump mat set at the height at which the athlete wishes to jump. They must stand with their back facing the mat, bend the knees and then jump over the bar, thinking about getting that curving position and trying not to knock the bar off and getting the clearance. Once they feel comfortable doing that height, they can then progress to the next step by moving the bar up.